So today we are going to pull the Addams Family train wreck out of the holding cell and put it into the process. Not a whole lot more to say about it that I didn't say in the first video, but I will talk about the cabinet real quick now that it's off of 4 legs. With it off of the 4 legs, I can kind of get a better sense of, or show you probably a better sense of how bad the cabinet really is. I mean, initially we had shown the brackets on the inside and I already knew what to expect of it, but to somebody that's not as knowledgeable, it might not be so obvious. So with it off of the 4 legs, we can see that they have a screw right there. That's probably going into the 45 that's inside there. And they have 2 screws right here. They're probably going into the cash box divider. And so they're trying to anchor this floor. They're doing everything they can to try to hold this floor up because it wants to fall out. And the reason it wants to fall out is it's holding a lot of weight. These 4 T-nuts you see right here are the mounting points for the transformer. And with it missing this channeling, you can see this big void right here. With that channeling gone, it has no way of really holding itself in there properly, so they've tried to put screws in there to compensate for that. So when you have an issue like this with a cabinet where you're missing the channeling and the floor is falling out of it and all, I mean, really, it's not worth fixing. You could do some creative fixes and stuff if you were on a budget, but really you're just putting lipstick on a pig. This structurally is not a sound cabinet to build a nice game around. The other thing I noticed when I took the 4 legs off were the decals. You know, they don't have any adhesion. I don't even know if I'd call them decals. I'd call these stickers, but I can just, if I want to, I could just peel these off entirely. And when you get in here, you can see the cabinet art, the original cabinet art is still right there. So there was just no effort made to prep this cabinet before they put the decals on it. What's even worse than that though is whatever this is, this just scrapes right off. I'm gonna guess, I'm gonna guess that it's drywall spackling. That will never make a proper repair. It doesn't get hard. It doesn't really bond to wood. I mean, it's just such an improper material to use for this purpose. It's almost kind of funny. So, you know, this game is just it's like nothing I've ever seen in my life. You know, and I wouldn't be so harsh about it, but knowing what this game was advertised to be and the kind of money that this game was sold for to really an unsuspecting buyer, I mean, it's terrible. I mean, it's as bad as it gets. So the next move for this is going to be to take it over to the teardown area, and we're going to start prepping the cabinet, the new cabinet, and we'll go over all that stuff. But before I start doing that, I wanted to at least give the final glimpse of what we're dealing with here, so the other things that we do will make that much more sense.